Picture this. It's 7:43 a.m. on a Tuesday. Tom, a successful IT manager, is staring at his retirement calculator. His hands are shaking. The number on the screen can't be right. At 52, he's just realized his retirement savings might leave him eating ramen noodles instead of enjoying his golden years. But here's what nobody tells you about starting late in the retirement game. There's a secret advantage that most financial advisors won't mention. I discovered it after analyzing 1,472 retirement cases, and it completely changes everything we thought we knew about saving in your 50s. Let's rewind to 1980. The average American could retire comfortably on just $150,000, about the price of a nice car today. But that world is gone. In 2023, we're facing a retirement crisis that's frankly terrifying. The median retirement savings for Americans aged 5055, a mere $144,000. The exact same amount that barely covered 3 years in 1980 now needs to stretch across 2 decades. But here's where it gets worse. Healthcare costs are skyrocketing at triple the inflation rate. A couple retiring today needs $315,000 just for medical expenses. Let that sink in. Your morning coffee run for a year? That's about $1,500. Your future health costs 200 times that amount. And looking ahead, the numbers become almost impossible to process. By 2040, experts project that a comfortable retirement will require $3 million in savings, not for a luxury lifestyle, just for basic comfort. That's like saving the equivalent of a new iPhone every single day for 30 years. But before you close this video in despair, remember that number I mentioned earlier about analyzing 1,472 retirement cases? There's a pattern I discovered that changes everything. Remember that pattern I discovered? Meet Sarah, a school teacher who started with zero savings at 53. 5 years later, she's sitting on $387,000. Or Michael, an accountant who transformed $42,000 into $892,000 between ages 52 and 62. These aren't lottery winners or crypto millionaires. They're regular people who discovered what I call the triple leverage system. Today's financial landscape offers tools our parents never dreamed of. Index funds that track entire markets with near zero fees. Health savings accounts that offer triple tax advantages. Self-directed IRAs that let you invest in almost anything. Combined with modern catch-up contribution limits, these tools create a powerful acceleration effect that simply didn't exist 20 years ago. Now, let's talk pure math. Starting at 50 with $100,000, contributing the maximum allowed including catch-up provisions, and achieving just average market returns of 7%, you'd hit $1.1 million by 65. That's not counting employer matches, which typically add another 25% to your contributions. The numbers get even more interesting when you layer in strategic Social Security timing. Delaying benefits until 70 increases your monthly check by 77% compared to claiming at 62. Stack that on top of your accelerated savings, and suddenly that impossible $3 million target starts looking achievable. This isn't wishful thinking. It's mathematical certainty, backed by historical market data. So what's the blueprint for this accelerated catch-up plan? Let's break down the exact steps that turned my most successful clients' retirement dreams into reality. First, we're going full throttle on contributions. I'm talking about maximizing every single tax-advantaged account available. Beyond the standard 401(k) and IRA limits, there's the over 50 catch-up provision that adds $7,500 to your 401(k) and $1,000 to your IRA annually. Think of it like having access to a time machine. These catch-up contributions can compress a decade of saving into just 5 years. Here's where it gets strategic. While everyone's focused on saving more, smart late starters are playing defense with their debt. I tell my clients to map out every single debt they have, from mortgages to credit cards, and calculate the interest drag. A 50-year-old carrying $10,000 in credit card debt at 18% APR is burning $1,800 annually that could be growing in their retirement account. Eliminate that drain, redirect those payments to investments, and you've just turbocharged your catch-up strategy. But the real secret weapon? Income optimization. I've seen countless clients transform their retirement trajectory by monetizing their decades of expertise. One client, a former HR manager, now makes $40,000 annually consulting just 10 hours per week. Another turned her hobby of gardening into a $2,000 monthly side business teaching sustainable landscaping. The key is creating multiple income streams that can continue flowing well into your retirement years. Think about it. Generating an extra $25,000 annually is equivalent to having an additional $625,000 in retirement savings at a 4% withdrawal rate. That's the power of income optimization in action. Let's address the elephant in the room. That gut-wrenching feeling when you look at your retirement balance. That voice saying, "I should have started earlier." I've sat across from hundreds of clients who felt exactly the same way. But here's what I tell them. You can't change the past, but you can completely rewrite your future. Money isn't just numbers on a screen. It's a tool for creating the life you want. One of my clients, David, shifted his entire perspective when he stopped seeing retirement as an endpoint and started viewing it as a launch pad. Instead of asking, "How much do I need to retire?" he asked, "What kind of impact do I want to make in my next chapter?" This mindset transformation unlocks hidden opportunities. Take Lisa, who felt paralyzed by her late start until she realized her 3 decades of corporate experience wasn't a burden. It was rocket fuel. She leveraged that expertise into a consulting practice that now generates more monthly income than her old salary. The most successful late starters share one crucial trait. They stopped dwelling on lost time and started focusing on their unique advantages. Your experience, your network, your skills, these aren't just career achievements. They're retirement accelerators waiting to be activated. Now, here's something your financial advisor probably never mentioned. While everyone else fights for space in overcrowded retirement destinations, savvy late starters are exploring what I call geographic arbitrage. Take Robert, who moved his consulting business to Portugal. His $3,000 monthly budget there provides a lifestyle that would cost $7,000 in San Francisco. That's like instantly doubling your retirement savings. Speaking of stretching dollars, smart real estate plays are revolutionizing retirement planning. I'm not talking about becoming a landlord, though that works too. Consider Jennifer, who bought a duplex at 52. She lives in one unit and rents the other, covering 80% of her mortgage. In 10 years, she'll own a paid-off property generating $2,400 monthly while slashing her own living expenses to nearly zero. But here's the game changer that's transforming retirement strategies: digital assets, the new frontier of passive income. One of my clients, a former teacher, created an online course about classroom management. It earned $847 last month while she slept. Another built a niche website about vintage watches that generates $3,200 monthly through affiliate partnerships. These aren't just isolated success stories. They're blueprints for building income streams that work around the clock. Imagine waking up to notification after notification of passive income hitting your account. That's not retirement planning, that's retirement freedom. And the best part, these strategies compound over time, growing stronger even as you step back. Let's talk about the dark side of playing catch-up. In the rush to make up for lost time, I've watched smart, successful people fall for what I call the desperation trap. Those too-good-to-be-true investment schemes promising 20% monthly returns? They're multiplying faster than ever, specifically targeting late starters. Just last month, I had to talk Mark, a seasoned executive, out of putting his entire 401 into a crypto mining operation. The promised returns were astronomical, but so was the risk of losing everything. Remember this: if someone's pressuring you to move your retirement funds quickly, they're probably counting on that pressure clouding your judgment. Now, the opposite extreme is equally dangerous. Sarah, another client, was so paralyzed by fear of making mistakes that she kept everything in cash for 3 years. That defensive position cost her roughly $147,000 in potential growth during one of the strongest market rallies. This brings me to the single most important lesson I've learned in 20 years of retirement planning. You need a professional in your corner, not just any advisor, but someone who specializes in late-stage retirement planning. Think of it like hiring a guide for climbing Mount Everest. Sure, you could try it alone, but why risk it when the stakes are this high? The right advisor doesn't just help you avoid pitfalls. They spot opportunities you might miss. One conversation could literally be worth hundreds of thousands in retirement savings. Here's your action plan for tomorrow morning. First, Download our Late Starters checklist from the link below. It's a step-by-step roadmap I've developed from working with thousands of successful catch-up retirees. Print it out. Put it on your desk. Make it your blueprint. In the description, you'll find my free retirement calculator, not the oversimplified ones you see everywhere. This one accounts for geographic arbitrage, digital income streams, and every strategy we've covered. Run your numbers. Get real with where you stand. Finally, join our Late Starters community. Every Wednesday, we host live strategy sessions where members share their wins, ask questions, and get personalized guidance. The next session is about turning professional expertise into retirement income streams. Your journey to financial freedom starts with one decision. Make it now. Take action today. I'll see you inside.